You're watching CKWS News at Noon.
Good to see you on this Wednesday afternoon, a cool afternoon at that. We were below zero this morning. We'll climb to just 3 degrees, about 5 degrees shy of where we should be for this time of year. Some sunshine to begin the afternoon and then clouding over, and with those clouds, flurries, perhaps a rain-snow mix. Late evening, flurries overnight as we drop down to just 0, maybe +1, and then overnight we start to rise a little bit. So turning to rain tomorrow morning's commute, yeah, little on the wet side. There was a sunshine we saw earlier this morning. There's those flurries late in the evening, and then a transition and then rain for your morning commute, pretty much all of eastern Ontario. Smith Falls, 6 a.m. Look at that, you're dealing with a rain-snow mix. Ottawa at 6 a.m., flurries still. And then we catch a break. So that's how it will look, should look in the next 24 or 48 hours or so. Belleville, 4 degrees your expected high today with 2 to 4 millimeters of rain later in the day and a rain-snow mix. 7 on Thursday, a light rain beginning in the morning. And then Friday, a mix of sun and clouds inching up to 8 degrees. Again, 8 is the average high for this time of year. Brockville will see some sunny periods to begin the day. 3 degrees your expected high. 5 for tomorrow, 2 to 4 millimeters of rain, and then 7 on Friday, mostly cloudy. You could see a trace amount of rain. And for Smith Falls, wishing you a great Wednesday afternoon. You'll see some sunshine in the afternoon, and then 3 degrees for a high, 3 for a high tomorrow, but around 5 centimeters of a rain-snow mix. Again, that begins overnight and it'll be with you throughout the morning. 6 on Friday, a light rain. Now here's how Kingston's next 5 days should unfold. 3 for today, mostly cloudy in the afternoon, and then those flurries late evening, turning to rain overnight and in the morning. For tomorrow, 7 degrees, 2 to 4 millimeters of rain, up to 8 on Friday. Not a bad way to end the week. We do have a mix of sun and clouds, and that is where we should be for a high. And then Saturday and Sunday, the sunny periods keep on coming, but a little drop in temperatures, just 4 on Saturday. Sunday, mostly clear, and a high of +3.
Brought to you by your locally owned Midas in Belleville, Brockville, and Kingston. For brakes, tires, oil, everything. Midas will keep you safe and on the road in all weather conditions.
Yes, a Colorado load and Alberta clipper joining forces to bring us our first big wintry blast across southern and eastern Ontario. The nice thing is none of it's going to stick as we get back into the plus zone tomorrow, but for tonight, the overnight hours, it can be pretty dicey, especially away from Lake Ontario. It's a little warmer close to the lakeshore. Snow, ice pellets, freezing rain and rain through the overnight. And it'll transition that way. I've listed them in the order in which they'll likely take place. So you've got your snow and ice pellets, and that'll transition to rain and freezing rain. And there are some areas north, and we'll see that with our alerts map, that are looking at freezing rain warnings. Not the immediate Kingston area, but other areas north. Turning to showers in the morning as temperatures rise. Showers ending hopefully at around noon and then reducing to like 30–40% chance of showers through the afternoon. Hoping for some partial clearing Thursday night. Friday, a little bit of clearing, but there's still a small probability of precipitation shower, maybe mixed with a flurry in some areas. And sunny but cool weekend. Yeah, we're going to have lots of sunshine, but temperatures do drop in the wake of this active weather as cool air out of the north starts to drop in. 1 was the high in Belleville, Kingston today. 2 degrees in Smith Falls, Brockville, and Ottawa. 0 in Peterborough and Oshawa, and +1 in Toronto today, well below normal. 8 is the seasonal high for Kingston. Northerly winds barely moving at 9 kilometers per hour. We're sitting at 1 right now, and mostly cloudy conditions. Just a trace of a little spit and drizzle now and then today. We weren't expecting much. I think there was like a 30 to 40% probability for the day. And yes, we've lost even more daylight. So this is what we're looking at now, bracing ourselves for this collision of 2 lows as they move through. We get into that probability of precipitation varying depending where you are. An occluded front, meaning the warm front is sort of overwhelmed by the cold front, and then we get into that probability of precipitation through the overnight, transitioning from the white to the wet. Snow and ice pellets to rain and freezing rain. Areas away from Lake Ontario are looking at greater risk of freezing rain. High pressure trying to come in and give you some sunny periods for Friday. However, you're still seeing a little bit of troughing here, another secondary front sort of pushing down and another trough right in behind it. So over Thursday, late Thursday and into Friday, you're still looking at a probability of precipitation. This is where we're sitting now. So Belleville within the next hour. And then the snow and ice pellets will move through for most of your late evening hours. It will be snow and ice pellets. After midnight, we start to see that transition and we get into the mix. By morning, it turns to rain, and by late morning, we hope to see that probability getting out of the way, hanging on to a mostly cloudy day. But by Thursday, the cloud clears out. But due to that troughing, here we are with the troughing. It brings that 30 to 40% chance of a shower. Into Friday again, areas to the north, probably a mix for us, if anything, 30 to 40% chance of showers through your Friday, Belleville, Kingston. So here's our alert map. You can see that, Madoc, Bancroft, Peterborough and the Kawarthas, Bon Aucoin, Bon Echo, you're all looking at freezing rain warnings as we see this white stuff transition to rain. You could have an extended period of freezing rain. The rest of us in the green areas are looking at special weather statements mentioning that transition. Snow to ice pellets switching to freezing rain and then that switches to rain as temperatures rise in the morning. So Belleville, it's a high of 8 degrees tomorrow, but you've got that mess to contend with overnight. Probably switching to showers in the morning. A 70% probability continues. For Friday, it's a mix of sun and cloud with a high of 8. Saturday, only up to 4 degrees and mainly sunny. Brockville, up to 6 degrees tomorrow. That chance of snow and ice pellets through the night will switch to rain and freezing rain. No freezing rain warnings, but there is a risk, and it may last a few more hours after sunup. Friday, a high 7 and a 70% chance of showers due to the troughing. Saturday, a high 3, a little cooler, yes, but nice to see the sunshine return. Smiths Falls up to 4 degrees tomorrow. Mixed precipitation tonight. That continues through the morning. In fact, you don't give up that risk of freezing rain until about noon. And once we get up to 4 degrees, it's just showers. But Friday, a high 5, still a good 60% chance of showers. Saturday, +2 and a mix of sun and cloud. Kingston, your forecast, snow mixed with ice pellets overnight, turning to rain and freezing rain through the early morning hours. Hoping to see it rise to a 9 and turn to showers by noon. Probability ending, and then we see some partial clearing through the evening. Friday, a mix of sun and cloud. The chance of showers still there with a seasonal high of 8 degrees. On Remembrance Day, we put the precipitation behind us. It's cool though, a high 4 and mainly sunny. Sunday, a high 3, mix of sun and cloud, and back to a chance of showers Monday with a high of 7, rising to 6 Tuesday, mostly cloudy, and a mix of sun and cloud Wednesday and a seasonal high of 8 degrees. Now your weather wallpaper.
Weather Wallpaper is brought to you by Christine Geary's Maple Leaf Tours Travel Cruise. Visit mapleleaftours.com to get into the picture.
Chris Murphy of Perth Road Village sends this one in. His latest visit to Frontenac Provincial Park managed to capture this lovely little wetland area and some fall color. Very nice. Thank you so much, Chris. If you've got pics to share with us, please send them to us at submission@ckwstv.com. I'm actually reluctant to hand out that. We're having some, I mentioned this yesterday, we're having some difficulties with that particular email address. So if you feel more comfortable, send them the pictures to me through Facebook. Send them to my email address, bill.hall@coruscant.com as well. If you're going, I wonder why Bill hasn't put my picture on the air. It may be because this is not working very well right now. We have the engineers on the case, though.
Okay, thank you, Bill. Plows and Sanders bound to be getting their first big workout of the season, and later this evening and overnight.
Yeah, a little on the messy side, yeah.
Right. So, yeah, it's
greasy.
It's that season, right? We're getting closer and closer to that being the norm rather than once in a while.
Yeah, and the closer you are to Lake Ontario, the greater chance it will be rain, and we'll transition to that rain a little sooner, and there's less a risk of freezing rain. Once you get away from there, the temperatures are cooler, and that's when you get into the more scary stuff, the stuff that causes the accidents. So.
Well, we'll get deeper into November in your 10-day outlook a little bit later. Thank you, Bill. Mike, we're talking about winter for tonight, but there's still lots of fall to go in the 10-day outlook.
I think so, yeah. Conditions a little dicey tonight as we see two lows collide. An Alberta clipper and a Colorado low bringing a wintry mix. Snow and ice pellets transitioning to rain and freezing rain overnight. Turning to showers in the morning, hoping it all stops by noon. Partial clearing through the evening. Friday, a high of 8. A mix of sun and clouds. Still a 40% chance of showers due to troughing. Then it cools off over the weekend. Remembrance Day, a high 4. And a mix of sun and cloud. cloud or mainly sunny conditions. A little milder as we start the work week with a high 7, the chance of showers. Mostly cloudy Tuesday with a high 6. We'll be back up to double digits by Thursday and Friday of next week, but just barely with highs of 11. And it looks like the chance of showers returns Friday and continues on Saturday.
The Kingston Santa Parade night. All right, we'll be right back.
You're watching CKWS News at 11.
Special weather statements issued as a Colorado low and an Alberta clipper join forces to bring a wintry mix to southern and eastern Ontario. It will switch over to showers, and as it makes that transition, freezing rain is a big deal as we see the secluded front sweeping across overnight tonight and through the day tomorrow. We're looking at snow and ice pellets overnight, switching to freezing rain and rain before morning, and then showers in the morning. So anybody out on an early commute across southern and eastern Ontario are looking at quite a mess. Cottage country, it looks like freezing rain warnings up from Madoc to Bancroft, Peterborough and the Kawarthas. Serious freezing rain content for that region. High pressure trying to move in, but we're still looking at a front and some troughing for Friday. So you may get some sunny periods, but there is that probability of a shower or wet flurry for some of us. Belleville, a high of 8, and yeah, we'll see showers by morning, but it does look as if it'll start off as snow, ice pellets, and freezing rain, a real mix overnight. Friday, a high of 8 with a mix of sun and cloud. Mainly sunny Saturday, much cooler, only a high of 4, but enjoy that sunshine. Brockville up to 6 degrees tomorrow. You've got snow and ice pellets changing to rain and freezing rain overnight. Showers by morning. That morning commute will be rough. Friday, a high 7 with a 70% chance of showers. And for Saturday, only as high as 3 degrees with a mix of sun and cloud. Smiths Falls, snow and ice pellets overnight. That continues through your morning. We probably won't see it transition till rain until late morning, and then it's a mix of freezing rain and rain. It'll eventually rise to a +4. 5 degrees is your high Friday, and a 60% chance of showers. Saturday, a high 2, and a mix of sun and cloud. Kingston, your forecast. Yes, snow and ice pellets changing to rain and freezing rain overnight. Hoping to see it turn right over to showers in the morning. We could see a high of 9 tomorrow. Later in the afternoon, that probability drops. Come Friday, it's a mix of sun and cloud, but still seeing some troughing, so there is a chance of a shower. Saturday, cool and clear for Remembrance Day. You're looking at mainly sunny conditions. Sunday, it's a high 3 and a mix of sun and cloud. And for Monday, back to a chance of showers and a high of 7, rising to 6 Celsius. Tuesday, mostly cloudy. And Wednesday, up to 8 degrees, which is seasonal, and a mix of sun and cloud.